Today is the day where we are going to lay our concrete slab. Oh yes. Now in previous video you see me put in the mesh and put in the DPM and sort out some other bits and pieces. So let me show you what I finished there, because last time I ran out of mesh, so I had a few little extras put in, and then I'll tell you the plan. So since then I finished the mesh up through here, so that is all lovely all the way around, very happy with that. Put in some extra struts to support the shuttering through here, so that's pinned in the bottom under the cones in there like so, and then screwed into the shuttering, and there's some extra stone around the outside. Now this morning, first job is to get rid of some of the water, because I would have liked to have done this last week, but they couldn't get the concrete to me until the day of Storm Amy, and I thought it was just a little bit risky. So here we are, 10 days since I've done that, and we're now ready to go. So it is a 6-inch or 150mm slab all the way across, and then it's got what they call a I think it's not a float, a raft style. So you've got like a footing extra around all around the outside. So it's deeper around the outside, and then this massive 6-inch slab through the middle. So it's a massive amount of concrete. Now I've measured this to be, just the slab is about 8 cube, and then the bit around the outside is 2.5. So that's 10.5 cube, but I've ordered 12 cube. Fingers crossed that is right. It's always my biggest worry when ordering concrete, is that you're going to order enough. Now it's very easy to work out a slab, but to work out the angles on the raft piece all the way around the outside is very difficult. Well, I found it difficult anyway. So, but I've also got another area we can put concrete if we have over-ordered. But I hope I've over-ordered, not under-ordered. That's always the biggest fear. The concrete's come out 115, I think it is, £115 a cube. So with the VAT and everything, we're looking like 1,700 quid's worth of concrete coming on 2 lorries. The first lorry will be a conveyor lorry, so we can conveyor the concrete to the back of the slab through there, and then the second lorry is just non-conveyor. Now the conveyor lorry is an extra £100, so rather than having to push all that concrete up to the back by hand, I thought that conveyor would be the best option for that, and then hopefully the normal sort of 3 meters of sheet you'd get on a standard lorry will be fine for the front. So that's the plan there. Now I'm very happy laying a slab like this, not a problem at all. And I've laid enough concrete in my time to be confident enough to do this. My biggest issue, the people I've got helping me are my normal people who work for me. So I've got Josh, I've got Alex, I've got Richard, I've got Mike. Now I don't think any of them, from my understanding, have ever laid a concrete slab to this much precision before. So they've obviously probably laid a bit of concrete in their time, but this is fairly important to get bang on. So I think I'm going to be running here, there and everywhere. So we're going to film what we can. Lorry's due at 11 o'clock, and then we'll get all that floated out or tamped out through here and level. Obviously we've got our Milwaukee laser level to assist us with that, to get that in the right place, which is a real big help. And then we will be power floating it later on, so it's beautifully smooth. So yeah, wish me luck. You get to see it now in a minute. I get to have a stressful day laying concrete. I think the cement or the concrete will dry out before I do, I think. Now I got to try a tool I've never used before, which is a ball float. So you've got like a 4-foot paddle on it at the bottom, and then a blooming good long pole. You've got to float the whole lot in without having to stand back in your concrete again. And then once that dries, we'll power float it later on with the concrete, with the petrol power float. So yeah, this one you have it flat, and then you twist it to get your angles. So you turn it to get your angles. Like that. Pretty neat. Right, let's give it a go. A good friend of mine called Matt Cross, who runs Cross Countryside Services, I think it's called. Matt Cross, thank you very much for letting me borrow your ball float, mate. This is absolutely awesome. That saves so much work. You never know. Well, the next time I use it, I might have got the hang of it. But no, it's pretty good. It's pretty easy to use. But what a job that ball float has made. Absolutely brilliant. I've never used one before, but I'd buy one tomorrow if I was doing another concrete job. Or borrow Matt's, obviously. Thanks, Matt. Appreciate it. But yeah, now I'm going to just go around the outside, and then we're going to get onto it with the petrol power float in a bit. So yeah, very happy. Apart from we've got two little dips. Just two little dips, I think. For novices, I'd describe it as. It's all right. Not bad. So amazingly, we laid this, or started laying the concrete at 10:30 this morning. It's now 10 to 3, and it's already the power flow. This, I don't know if you've seen this one. I don't know if we've done a video on it or not, but yeah. Petrol power flow, Honda engine. I think it's a bell. Is it a bell or not? Yeah, it's a bell. The paddles are quite tired. They do need replacing, but for what we're gonna do, perfect. So with the concrete ready for power flow, and you want it to have, shall we say, a little bit of tack left to it, but you want to be able to stand on it and not sink. So I should be able to, that is about right for the first float. You should be able to see your footprints, but you shouldn't be able to sink. Yeah, happy.
I'm gonna dance.
So it is now the next morning and it is looking mint. Now, last night I carried on and done probably another 2 more power floats afterwards because we had to actually do a video for a light manufacturer. So we sort of utilised doing it in the dark and using the lights at the same time. But yeah, it is as smooth as a baby's bottom. I'm very, very happy, very, very pleased with how it's gone in. Now, there's a couple of little things I could be really picky on. There's 2 little tiny dips in it in the middle where sort of we joined the sort of tamps together, but it doesn't overly matter because this isn't the finished level. On top of this, we've got 100 mil of insulation going on, and then there's going to be 50 mil of screed on top of that for the final floor. So it didn't need to be this smooth, it didn't need to be this good, but it is. And the nice thing about it is now is that the smoother it is, the more level it is, the easier the rest of the build will be. So the outside is absolutely perfect. The inside is smooth, so we'll be able to put on a little scissor lift to be able to help us build the building and wheel it round really, really easily. So there we go, look at this. That is like, I don't think I've ever done such smooth concrete as that before. Even the old acorns, roll it along. They just roll around. Perfect. Very, very happy. You can see it sort of drying in places and not in others. But yeah, it is beautifully smooth. I don't know if you can see that on camera of how smooth that is, but that is pretty cool. Very, very happy. So yeah, there's a little tiny dip here, tiny little dip there, and then there is one also over here. But I'm talking a couple mil, nothing major. And then, so the next job on here will be a block sort of ring all the way around the outside. So 6-inch blocks laid all the way around the outside for the timber frame to then sit on top of that. And then, as I said, inside 100 mil of insulation and 50 mil of screed for the final height. I don't think I'm going to be doing the screed. I think I'll get another company to do that because I want this to be office chair worthy. Now that is office chair worthy, there's no getting away from it. But what I want is absolute precision on that final floor. More than what I could do it, but I want to make sure it's bang on. And if someone else does it, who does it all the time, hopefully they'll do a better job than I can. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what your thoughts are on the concreting. Let me know if you've got any other tips. Let me know if you were as impressed with the bull float as I was, because that definitely saved at least 2 goes over with the power float at the end. And yeah, very, very happy. So that was, I measured it at 12 cube, 10.5 cube, and then there was 1.5 cube left over for down the bottom, which I'll show you in another video, which is sort of a bit rough concrete just on the track. But yeah, I was actually bang on with my calculations, which does make a change. Anyway, see you in the next one. Cheerio, bye.